what I want everybody to do is everybody come on over here real quick and just sit down here in front of me. Just spread ourselves out a little bit, so don't sit right on top of each other. Okay, but come on over. Okay, so everybody sit. Everybody say hands on my knees. Hands on my knees. Everybody say back straight. Back straight. Say eyes on Wrenchy's eyes. Eyes on Wrenchy's eyes. All right, so we're going to talk. Who remembers this month's character lesson?
It's physical therapy.
So that's our regular theme. That's our rank theme. What's our character one we're talking about?
Self-image.
Everybody say self-image. Self-image. So we're talking this month about self-image, okay? And your self-image is how you see yourself, okay? And every week we're doing our lessons. So this week's lesson, I'm going to tell you guys a story before we start with what it's actually about. Okay, this is a story about this guy. This is a real person, okay? His name is Victor, okay? Sorobakov is his last name. So Victor was in school. This is a long time ago. He's in school, and his teachers told him he was dumb. And they kept saying that so much to the point where they were like, I don't even know if you should waste your time in school anymore. You're not a school type person. I don't think you're going to ever be good at school. You should probably just drop out of school. And he listened to them. Okay, he listened to when they said he was dumb and he wasn't going to succeed, and he dropped out of school. And because he didn't have a good education, and because he thought he was dumb because he was listening to these people telling him those things, he had to go through a lot of kind of rough jobs, jobs that not a lot of people wanted to take. These were like hard labor type jobs, carrying heavy things, working in dirt and all this kind of stuff. Not some great jobs, right? Or not the jobs that maybe he would prefer. And so finally he decided, you know what? I want to go back to school. I'm going to go back, try and finish my education. I'm going to go back to school, and they had to make him take a test. And the test was going to tell them sort of where he should get placed into the school system. And when he took the test, guess what it told him? Did it tell him he was dumb, or did it tell him he was smart? It told him he was smart. In fact, it told him he was a genius. Okay, his IQ was at genius levels. Okay, so here's this guy. He was told in school that he was not very smart, dropped out of school because he listened to it, had a real tough time with his jobs, doing really, jobs that he didn't like doing. And all this time, he was a genius. Okay? And so what does this tell us about self-image? Okay? It tells us that if we listen to people who are trying to affect the image we have over ourselves, it can really have bad results. Okay? So if you've ever had a friend, tell you something bad about you, like, hey, you're not too smart, or you'd have somebody, hey, you're not very good at soccer. I don't think you should keep playing soccer anymore, or whatever it might be. It's like this guy Victor. You listening to those people tell you that he's dumb, right? If you let other people's opinions of you affect your self-image, it can go downhill, and your life is a little bit tougher, right? So what ended up happening with Victor is he found out he was a genius. His self-image totally flipped around. He viewed himself differently now, and he went on to get a good education, and he actually became a founding member of a group called Mensa, okay, which you have to be a genius to be part of this group. You have to test at an IQ genius level. So that's important with self-image, guys, okay, is if you listen to other people's negative opinions of you, it can affect your self-image, and it can make things a lot tougher for you. Okay, everybody say OS. Okay, last thing that we're going to do here is I'm just doing a little video with this. So I had a couple people that I wanted to come up and do that sparring drill. Okay, so I'm just going to say go. You're just going to spend 30 seconds doing a little shadow boxing with each other, okay? So Juliet, 1, and then Ayana, you're going to be 2. Okay, so everybody else, I want you guys to go back over to your spots. Juliet and Ayana, you guys come over here. You're going to have your 2 hands up. Okay, Juliet, just watch the bench. Okay, you guys going to have 30 seconds. Put your hands up. 30 seconds, shadow boxing, ready, go. Just make sure you guys don't hit each other, okay? Good. All right, Yame, guys. Thank you.